Josh Home. Oh, that is outstanding.
Send him into wonderful.
Behind.
Pulley. You kept the Rabona.
Gertz swings the ball in. Well, what a pleasure and a privilege it is
to be here on the opening Friday night of the biggest and best NPL Women's Victoria season yet. 14 teams in the league this year and expansion on last, and how fitting it is that the Royals come here as Box Hill's first test. They are the team with the crown and looking to defend that in 2026. They were the best team in the land of Victoria last season. Best team in this state. They did that at the home of the Matildas over Heidelberg. They might have been unfancied then. They are not unfancied now. The trophy and the pennants are out as one. And why wouldn't you celebrate a moment like that? It was a 2-1 win for Box Hill in Bundura over Heidelberg on the final weekend of the campaign last year. How much they would love a chance to do that again. It starts tonight. Hope you can pick that up. It was the Pythagoras theorem that was undefeatable last year and so successful when it mattered most. Can they go back and do it again? Only 2 players from that 11 start tonight. And we will run through that 11 now for you here at Wembley Park on this Friday night. Box Hill and the Essendon Royals. We'll start with Box Hill United, who are going goal with number 1, Keely Segovcic. Number 5, Sarah Petkaris. Number 6 is Grace Norbury. 7, Gabrielle Simpson. Number 8, Amelia Tartaglia. Number 11, Chiara Bocelli. Keep an eye out for her. So too for number 12, Sydney Monerick. Number 15, the captain, Sophia Paliwoda. Number 25, one of the 2 starters from that game against Heidelberg is Maho Murakami. 26, Pearl Teen. And number 32 is Yuri Kawano. So Paliwoda and Murakami, the 2 players who started in the win over the Burgers and start again tonight for the Essendon Royals. They go in goal with number 1, Zara Board. Number 2 is Emma Langley. 4, Michaela Jurcic. Number 7, Akisha Sandu. 8, Bella Sewards. 9, Kelly McGrorty. Number 10, Aya Koizumi. Number 11, Ava Grober. Number 13, Bronte Peel. Number 14, Amy Parkinson. And 21 is Paige Kingston-Hogg. Plenty of former A-League women's players out there tonight. A few international players too. This will be a fun one. The substitutes for Box Hill: backup goalkeeper number 21, Natasha Stathopoulos. Number 18, Rebecca Varelis. Number 20, Victoria Zekas. 24, Karina Todorova. Number 30, Theodora Wilson. And a potential NPLW and senior debut for number 54, Summer Trask, if she is brought off the bench for the Essendon Royals. Ava Walters in number 98 is the backup goalkeeper. 3 is Anna Piers-Barlow. 19, Renee Pocock. 20, Kendra Smith. 23, Alessia Bresciano, who is the daughter of former Socceroo Mark. And number 30 is Olivia Ristevski. Big moment too for new Essendon Royals head coach Jaden van der Hayden. Served as an assistant before promotion to the main gig. Bobby Zdravkovsky is in the Box Hill dugout. And to raise the curtain on this season, what an occasion it is for our referee, Jasmine Steger, and the officiating team, assistant referees Liana Georgiev, and a brother-sister duo. The second assistant referee is Giselle Spezza, and the 4th official is Jordan Spezza. So a bit of a family affair here at Wembley Park to kick off what should be a wonderful campaign. Box Hill in all blue from right to left to start this game. The Royals in all red from left to right. There'll be Bella Sewards to kick us off and get us underway. We'll move into a new place on the NPLW records table with appearance number 162. We'll move into outright third, clear of Francesca Iamano, who she shares 161 appearances with on the record books. Will be crucial to any Royals success, you would think. We're underway The biggest and best season yet, and what a test it is for the Royals, who come to the home of the champions from 2025, looking to start the season off strong. Box Hill, the former hunters, now the hunted. Can they back it up and go again? Chance here, Kelly McGrorty, the American striker who plays it into the box. It's laid off into the path of stewards from Bronte Peel. Good start for the Essendon Royals, who win themselves an early corner inside the opening 30 seconds. Couple of American players to keep an eye out for. One for each team that will probably jump off the page. Kelly McGrorty, you've just seen, is the Essendon Royals number 9. Voorhees, New Jersey. We've also got Huntersville, Sidney Monerick for Box Hill, the corner. Couldn't clear the front post. It's turned away rather easily. The end from Pearlteen. It's gone out to play for Box Hill, ball in. Well, Box Hill were the champions of last season. Essendon Royals did take 2 points off them in the 2 games that they played. A pair of 2-all draws, including a game where the Royals were hosting. They were 2-0 up in that game and surrendered the lead. We're back for Board. The Royals are happy enough to keep it. They have surrendered possession though. Stepping in, Bocelli, who loses it. And forward from Jurcic, giving something to chase with Bronte Peel. Couldn't quite get to the ball, and Box Hill are able to deal with that. Sandu having the shirt pulled. Appearance number 173 tonight for Keisha Sandu in the Victorian top flight. Second most all-time in the NPLW era, only trailing Heidelberg legend Steph Galea. Player fouled in. Sandu will take the resulting free kick, right-footed. And it's one she'd like back. Keely Segicic will watch that one over. Segicic, former Western Sydney Wanderer. A couple of appearances in the 2024-25 A-League Women's campaign. Box Hill looking to play their way out from the back. A few oohs and ahs from the Wembley Park crowd. It's in mouth stuff early from those in blue. Sumi trying to win a corner, unsuccessful in that. It's as though Bobby Zdrojkowski has got a style of play. Might set a few hearts racing for fans of this football club, but given Box Hill's recent history, there's a fair chance it'll work. Forward ball. Attacked by Sandu. Segevcic, who plays high. Jurcic trying to get a foot in. It's away by Paliwoda. Ball in behind as Murakami tried to spring the offside trap. Breaks for Simpson. Board able to get behind that. Oh, an untimely slip and a chance for Simpson, who couldn't make the most of it. Looking like she was trying to roll it square for Kawano. That would have been a dreadful turn of events for the Royals, but they've got away with one. Alex Fulton, Gregory Ascaris in the coaching staff for Box Hill. They would have been rather happy had something come of that. Side flag's gone up against Box Hill. Sandu. Looks down the line. Segevcic gets in there first. Karis trying to buy a throw, which she does. To play. Sando bring this in with a throw. Sumi forward. Turned away by Grace Norbury. One of a few in this squad who've spent time in the US college system. Royals squad has some experience there too. Slam touch from Sewards. Play it goes again. Sends it from Jurcic. Could be a chance here for McGrawty. Tries to work some space. It's laid off. And a chance off the post. Wonderful strike cutting across the ball from Koizumi. Through a crowd of legs, has almost found the bottom corner. Desperately unlucky not to break the deadlock for Essendon. That would have been some way to kick off the campaign. Started life with the Royals on fire. And number 10 in the second tier, part of the promotion season, was the best and fairest, but had a brutal luck with injury. Peel tries to keep that one in and can't quite. It's fine for a goal kick. Throw taken quickly. Grover trying to help that one forwards. Jurcic. He's gone out of play as well. A little bit of rust for both of these two teams. Even despite some pre-season games and friendlies, whatever you might like to call them, rust often shows when the real thing finally kicks off. It's flicked on from McGrorty, wanting Peel, who couldn't quite get there. Still again trying to play their way out. Norbury. Karis. Nicely done down the left. So working in board. Both of these teams trying things inside the opening 11 or so minutes that aren't quite coming off. Almost caught on it there was Kingston Hogg, the former Newcastle Jet, but able to work it back to a goalkeeper. And the Royals can start from the back themselves. Kingston Hogg. Now Jurcic. Showing all the way back was Parkinson. A number of players who spent time in the New South Wales competition was with Maitland a couple of seasons ago. Here's Kawan over Box Hill. Early chance might present itself. Bocelli was in a fair bit of space. That might have been because she was offside. Box Hill crowd aren't worried with the actions of the assistant referee. They can see the idea. Even if the execution fell foul of the laws of the game. You can see glimpses. So far, no goals to write home about so far. It's an interesting restart of play. It went straight to Murakami. Ball rolled on for Simpson. He's got a burst of speed. She's inside the box. Good bit of defending initially. Parkinson got back on terms. Couldn't prevent the second effort from Simpson. And this Box Hill crowd are getting into this. Corners come here for Karis, who was subbed on in the grand final win, one of 9 appearances she made last term. Sends this one into the box, not a bad delivery. Couldn't find a Box Hill head, and the Essendon Royals might be able to get that one away. Might well be coming straight back though. Crossfield switch from Murakami. It's touched down into the path of Simpson, who once more found herself in a bit of space, but once more, Box Hill with the wrong side of the defensive line. Sandu closed down. Not had the best run in terms of season openers. Record doesn't sound too bad across their previous 9. 4 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. They are winless in their last 4 though to start a campaign. That one's set down the line. Grover off after it for the Essendon Royals. Right-footed, clips it in. A chance, and that one was heading well off target. And Koizumi. Segovcic able to get behind it. Could have let it go, decided not to. All's well that ends well. Bit of a potential concern here for Paige Kingston-Hogg of the Essendon Royals. The ball will be put into touch so that the number 21 can at least receive a check-in from the referee and then maybe something more. This would be a shame. Talented player, another one formerly of Maitland. He's also spent time with Newcastle Olympic, a 25-year-old midfielder. So, first season with the football club. This is an NPLW Victoria debut. The newly named Senol NPLW Victoria. And she, much like the Essendon Royals fans, will be hoping that this isn't the end of her debut. Kingston-Hogg is back up. And rather unusually so, there's two separate meetings of the minds. Can't remember the last time, if ever, I've seen that where meetings of that nature haven't at least happened near a dugout. Well, I suppose the location doesn't matter when you're trying to get a point across. Kingston-Hogg does appear to be okay. Or at least well enough to put weight on both legs. It looks as though now walking around the pitch, and maybe there will be some action on the Royals bench. It looks like there will be an early change, which is a royal shame. There'll be Kendra Smith who will come on. 23-year-old New Zealander. Sportingly done from the Royals to give possession back to Box Hill. Formerly the West Coast Rangers in the New Zealand National League. So backed into a corner there. They've given it away. Sandu. So work down the right. Royals able to keep it. It's back for Smith, who lifts it. Peel couldn't get on the end of it. Eye from Tartaglia. Battle one in midfield from a Box Hill point of view. Play forward from Bocelli. Poured out of her area to play it, and played it well. Teen, highly touted, has given it away though. Grober trying to roll it forwards. Norbury to block the passing lane. Murakami can't keep hold of it either. Possession changing hands a fair bit early on. This time the Royals are offside. That's Bronte Peel. Down the left-hand side. Another one who's spent time in the US, in the college system. And the best bit about the college system in the States is some of the names that some of the teams rock with. How about the Little Rock Trojans for you? That's where Bronte Peel's played some of her football. Another one from New South Wales and another one who spent time with Maitland, won the Emily Van Egmond medal in 2024 as the best player in the league. But here go Box Hill, cut back towards the top of the box. Intended for Kawano, who couldn't get there. Game starting to open up a touch. Closing it down, Murakami, bored off the line, but able to claim that rather easily. Still waiting for the first goal of this Senol NPL Women's Victoria League campaign. As Simpson gets it from left to right, and then Eric is off after this. Moving down the right, good bit of skill. Stillman Eric pulls it back. Nice bit of play. Shelley inside the area. Almost worried off it, but was able to keep hold. Nice bit of showing from Sydney Manerick, a former student at Clemson. Her first taste of Victorian football. Ball too long for Karis, and how to play for a ball in. Pass telegraph from Norbury. Chance here for Kazumi, perhaps. Call to shoot, doesn't. Lays it off. Here's the substitute, Kendra Smith. To work that one into the box. It was blocked en route. Smith leaving it behind. Here's chance for Manerick. It was stopped smartly by Emma Langley. Formerly of these parts. 63 league appearances for Box Hill in parts of 5 separate seasons from 2019 to 2023. Of course, we had the cancelled campaign in 2020 and the truncated one in 2021. Has scored twice against Box Hill in her career, including one here, Wembley Park, in a 3-2 loss while playing for Heidelberg. Karis. Still play it round. Sandu won it. Good control, Koizumi. On for Grober. Play it towards the byline, but Karis stride for stride, and that is behind for a corner. Still's number 5 disagreeing. Won't change the call. And another set piece here for the team from Cross Keys. Koizumi to take it. Goes towards the back post, headed down. So should be able to clear here, and eventually will through Murakami. Bocelli, formerly of Sampdoria in the Italian top flight. Back on it here, the New Zealander. Paliwada. Sandu unable to keep it in play. It's the 2 number 7s went at it. That's a one there from Simpson, and it's a Box Hill ball. Good pressure this from the Royals. You can see clearly what Box Hill are trying to do in terms of the way they're attempting to play. Messages imparted from Mrs. Folds and Lascaris, I'm sure. Long throw from Smith. Paliorda first contact. Very interesting first half of football so far. Not one with contents that'll make the highlights reel, but very interesting to see how this game's playing out. Karis. Nice to play from Murakami. They couldn't get it back from Kawano. Both teams being let down by poor passing, really. Tartaglia. This was Menerik, who will try and get there. Langley cuts it off. Good defensive awareness from Paliorda. Taking over is Peel. Who's that one come off last? The answer is the Essendon attacker. Goal kick. Box Hill were almost invincible at home last year. Only the one loss that came in April against South Melbourne from 11 games. No team lost less at home. To turn this place into a fortress once again. Did that strike the arm of Pekaris? It did. Not sure if she played the ball away there in frustration or if she hoped a whistle wouldn't come, but it's a free kick regardless here for this evening's visitors. Sandu's free kick. Bouncing ball there to be won. Karis. Almost lost it. Norbury smashing it forwards. Jurčić back for boards. As Smith steps in to try and release McGrawty, who was onside but couldn't get there before Segovcic did. The composure from Paliorda. Pass sold Kawano short, and a chance down the left here for Bronte Peel with McGrawty arriving in the middle. That's why the ball tries to go. Well covered off by Grace Norbury, who got back, and there's an infringement in there from Peel. Free kick here for Box Hill as we tick towards the end of the opening half an hour of this new league campaign. One of 3 games in the league tonight. Simultaneous kickoffs at 8:30. Bentley and South Melbourne from Kingston Heath. Spring Hills and Keilor Park. Lots of the many games across the NPL, VPL and NPLW competitions to start this new league season in Victoria. Langley's ball forward, cut out. Maneric, head down. Couldn't get away from Langley, who's won that battle so far. Given away from Paliwoda. The Royals getting numbers forward. It's with Grober, who tried to send it in. McGrawty won't get on the end of that. Down the line ball. Trying to hold it up there, Simpson. She's played it well. Maneric a chance. Down this right-hand side. Sends it in towards the back post. Not a bad ball in. Couldn't find Bocelli, who will try and keep it in. She prevented the goal kick, but couldn't stop the Royals from having a throw. Segovcic. Nicely protected by Bocelli. Bocelli. Back for Pekaris, who lost it. And inboard from Koizumi. McGrawty to work herself some space. Rolls it in behind. It's a wonderful ball! And it's finished off! Bella Seward tucks home a wonderful goal! And the Royals get the jump at Wembley Park! It was a smashing ball to find Bella Seward inside the box. And via the uprights, the ball's in the back of the net for the Essendon Royals opener. And cue the conference in and around the penalty box. The champions, who only lost once at home here last year, are behind. Essendon haven't lost to Box Hill in 4 appearances between the two. Might be a chance for an instant response here. Kawano, well marshalled in the end by Amy Parkinson. It's 2 wins and 2 draws for the Royals against Box Hill. So Box Hill looking to break a duck. Haven't got off to the best start in that regard. Good start from Kelly McGrawty. Come over from Iowa. 6 goals in 21 college appearances there. It's a former Gatorade New Jersey Player of the Year in 2019, so very highly thought of in the land of stars and stripes. Chance maybe here for Box Hill, who played it well. Zara Board at the front post to deny a would-be equalizer from Gabrielle Simpson. Very good response from the hosts. High ball. Onside is Maneric. Inside the box! Leaks! And the former Clemson Tiger roaring into life at a new football club. That did not take long, and Box Hill United are back on terms. So smartly done from the American, who has wasted little time getting to grips to her new surroundings. A momentum shifter, a team lifter, and a debut goal. All of a sudden, this game is really well set up. Peel down the left, keeps hold of it, and goes on, sends it in, meat and drink for Segovcic, who is able to claim. Well, like London buses, you wait a while for one, two come along at once, and all of a sudden we have a football game on our hands. Forward ball from Murakami. These Box Hill players fancy it now. Simpson sees it taken off her toes. It's behind for a corner. What was said in that conference led by goalkeeper Keely Segovcic then? Because it's changed this game by the looks of things. 1-0 down and reeling somewhat. They've had a word with one another, and all of a sudden, a few minutes later, they're on top. Not quite on the scoreboard, but in the context of the game, they've had a really good last few minutes. The resulting corner, high, left-footed. Flapping at it was Board. They've not dealt with it yet. Then Eric couldn't shoot. Peltine could, but couldn't keep it down. Number 26 of the fair CV, Junior Matilda, in a debut at that level in November of 2022 in a match against South Korea. Don't see many players come down from the ACT to play in the NPLW Victoria competition, but Peltine has done that. One to watch. Another switch of play, Bocelli. Box Hill just to be offside. And despite the disagreements from not least the player and some of the fans perhaps, it looks a decent call. Don't know how I'll be able to find this out, but I don't think I've ever seen a time where two siblings have been a part of the same officiating team. Not sure they'll be able to consult to figure that one out. But it's happening tonight. As mentioned earlier on, with the Spezzers both out there. One on assistant refereeing duties and one as the fourth official. Senol and Jordan. Karis. Bocelli went over, no foul. Let's put out a play from Koizumi. Thrown in short. Back to Petkaris. Working in tight spaces here, Box Hill. It's not worked for them. Kawana. Over for Simpson. Travel down the right. It's a great bit of footwork. She's inside the area. The cut back wasn't as impressive. Snuffed out by Smith, who will send that up towards halfway. Covered off by Murakami. Forward for Simpson, who was onside. Elected not to send it in when she otherwise might have done. Has won a throw though. How much better have Box Hill looked since going one down? Been night and day. Another ball into the box. That one will be offside. Kawano's header straight at Zara, but it didn't matter. Free kick here for the Royals. Taken on by Koizumi. Great ball over to the right-hand side for Grover if she can keep it in, which she does. Flows it in. Segacic will see that one all the way. Paliwoda, ball out of bounds, headed high once and twice and thrice from Paliwoda. And as far as Kendra Smith. Keeps it away from Box Hill clutches. McGrorty saw that one blocked. Sent it into the box. Hauled away by Beccaris, and Box Hill have sorted that out. Tartaglia down the line, and Eric to try and flick on. Slicing at it there was Jurcic. Had enough time to recover. And back come Box Hill. Over to the left-hand side it goes for Bocelli. Inside the box. Works it back. Murakami. Back to the number 11. Right-footed. Spoons it towards the back post. Could be a chance inside the box. Simpson forced a good stop from Bourne. Off the post from Kawano, who should have scored. The woodwork coming to the Royals' aid. Could it maybe should have been 2-1. Those in blue have looked miles better to close out the first half when compared to opening it. Karis. That's that one down the line. Forward able to claim that. Former South Melbourne goalkeeper. It's their second season with the Royals. Another former junior player capped with the Australian national team at under 17s and under 20s level. Kawano caught offside, wasn't happy with it. Was in the Japanese top flight as recently as the 2022-23 season. Yuri Kawano with Ifan Saitama, 10 appearances in that campaign. As we move into the first of 3 additional minutes at the end of the first half. Bocelli, high ball, and Eric watchful. Gets it to the end of the loose ball, goes over, no foul. Looks an interesting one on the optics. Our referee was pretty clear, Jasmine Steger, that there was nothing in that. And so we go on. Smith. Did that strike the arm? Not according to the referee. Forward ball. Should be rather easily for Box Hill to deal with than it is. Still a bit of team for either team to score if they're good enough, and maybe it will be the Royals. Grober won't get there. Essendon will have a throw. Sandu to take it. Or in fact, I tell a lie. So delegating to Kendra Smith. It's a long throw earlier on in the half. Is it the same here? Different player mind. It's not as long. Royals player going over inside the box. No penalty there either. And Sponty Peel was sent sprawling. Smart turn from Grober. Seconds winding down. Smith into the box. Sewards towards a penalty spot. It was chested down and a chance from McCrory. And a stop down low from Keely Segovcic after Izumi set it up. Could have very easily been a Royals lead heading into the interval. It won't be because that's a half-time whistle. A half that was sparked into life by a good finish from Bella Sewards, who tucked away the first league goal of the campaign and only the 7th of her NPLW Victoria career. To put the Royals in front, it was a Senol NPLW Victoria debutante, it's Sydney Manerick, who levelled the game with a smart finish into the bottom corner, which means at half-time here at Wembley Park, the opening game of the 2026 Senol NPLW Victoria season. It is Box Hill 1, the Essendon Royals 1. Sydney Manera. Up. Box. Select. One. Where foul. Tilly as well. over the top. Rakami. Clear. Hold of it. Long. Off. Boleyn pre. See. The last. Thrown in shorts. Trying to protect it, Peel. Lost out to Petkaris, who then presented it to Peel. They're able to keep it in. Koizumi trying to work it central. Looking to bring it away, Bocelli, who's won a throw for Box Hill. Forward ball, cut out. Referee doing really well to get out of the way there. Sandu. They're down, but only as far as McGrawty and Paliwada. Peel playing that one well. Appealing for a free kick there, Ava Grober, right to the edge of the box, nothing doing there. And that goes begging. Norbury having to be careful and has given away a corner. Hats off there to Ava Grober, who didn't give that one up. Former captain of Calder United. Spent 8 years there before the move to the Royals. Scored in a 2-1 win over Box Hill back in 2024. Corner to come here then. So high from Sandu. It's Sandu on the end of that, pardon me. Chance for McGrawty, who's inside the box. Unselfishly rolls it across. Great stop. How Segicic kept the Royals at bay there. That's a great save. That's what A-League Women's experience gets you. Well played. The Royals feel, or might feel, that they should be in front. McGrawty. Very good close control. Sizes it up, and the shot wasn't as good as the bits that came before it. Grober. Jurcic. Keeps it from Maneric. Play for Box Hill ball in. They will have the benefits of home comforts to start the season. 5 of their first 6 games are here at Wembley Park, including this one. Chance here maybe for Bocelli. Work away down the right here for Box Hill. Face to face with Sandu, who had a measure. Paliwada, smashing ball. Chance for Kawano inside the box, offside. Looked a brilliant ball, but the number 32 making the run a fraction early. McGrawty flicking on. Nice first time ball. Peel will latch onto the effort from Koizumi. Back it goes, McGrawty with the strike. Straight to the goalkeeper. Essendon starting to look likely. Segovcic. Murakami keeping hold. Eventually gave it away. Both of these teams struggling to get sustained spells of possession, but that's a good pass around the corner from Seward to Peel. Early ball, McGrawty! Essendon retake the lead! And how well was that worked? Great ball into the box. Brilliant positioning. And the finish was rather tidy. A first goal in the Victorian football system for Kelly McGrawty. It's an absolute perler. The Royals back in front. And there'll be a pocket in Voorhees, New Jersey. He'll be happy with that. Box Hill have got to go and find it again. Twice now Essendon Royals have led. Or the Essendon Royals, I should say. Got to get your articles in. Speaking of articles, it's Kelly McGrawty who is grabbing the headlines as things stand right now. Good first time touch. Work down for Bocelli. And Tartaglia, but forward go the Essendon Royals again. And Ava Grover's done well there. Can't win the throw, but made a right nuisance of herself to put Pekaris under pressure. Back on it is Koizumi. Needs some support and doesn't have it. And eye from Teen. Box Hill get it away. Onto Kawano. Who couldn't keep it in play for long. Changes coming here. First of those sees a debut for Summer Trask. What a moment for Box Hill's number 54. Former junior at Boleyn. Spent the large part of last season in the under-20s, but it's a senior debut in the league for Summer Trask, who's got some supporters here as well. Comes on with her team behind and things needing to happen. Sort of taken up a position on the left-hand side. Might be in the game, here it is. Trask beckoned on from those behind the fence. Rolls it down the inside left channel. Kawano unable to keep it. and sent forwards. Maneric covering. Spent most of this game playing in forward positions, but is very capable at the back. Spent a fair bit of time at centre half, and that's where she finds herself now. Here's Bocelli. Will get there before the touchline. Right footed cross, high one towards the back post. The Royals get it clear as far as Pearl-Teen. Locates Murakami, back for Bocelli. Can Box Hill draw the Essendon Royals out here? They're winning every important second ball at the moment, the Essendon Royals. It's one of the differences in the game right now. Sandu. More forward here for Peel. Parkinson forward, McGrawty already with one goal. Good piece of defending from Murakami. Box-Hill again tried to work something from the back. They've got a throw here. Tartaglia taking it quickly and rushing it more than she probably had to. Plenty of time here for Box Hill to at least get back on terms and then see what can happen from there. 23 minutes plus stoppage time. Well, the best part of is more than time enough to do that. Smith. Great first touch from Simpson, who was robbed of it smartly by Seward. She's won it back though. Simpson. It's a task for Trask, who keeps it in. Seward might be in a slight spot of bother here for Essendon. Back up, and that's a good sign. Tartaglia trying to thread it through, couldn't quite. Peel, McGrawty. Ball forwards. Skrober onside, it didn't matter. Ball over hit, and Segovcic there first. Kawano. Peel breaking it up. McGrawty trying to lay it off for Sewards. Izumi couldn't play the pass she was hoping for. Chance here maybe for Pearl-Teen as Box Hill pumped the brakes. And Trask knew she was offside. Was stagnant then, went to make a play on it. Knew that she'd fallen foul of footballing law. Does seem the type of player though that might be able to make an impact. A bit of pace and an attack-minded nature, who knows? Helped on Kawano. Trask can't keep that one in. Was originally named in the under-20 squad for this year's Summer Trask. Won't turn 18 while March. Well, it's over to the left-hand side for the Royals. Peel. Been around it in this one. Koizumi. And options left and right, and wanted Grover to her right. Couldn't find her as efficiently as she might have hoped. Sliced by Maneric, that's going behind. Corner here for Essendon. Team finished 4th last year out of 12 and made the finals, lost to Heidelberg, who, of course, as we know, lost to Box Hill. Has it all panned out? Right now they have a lead, and if they can hold on to it, it would have been their 3rd win over Box Hill in the NPL era. They'd be unbeaten against this opponent in 5 out of 5. Corner. Slow. It's one off the training ground. Well, there was Bronte Peel, but the wide in the end. This Box Hill are going to the bench again. Karina Todorova will take the place of Yuri Kawano. Todorova, formerly of the Preston Lions, played 3 times there in the league last season. This is appearance number 20. So 3 for Preston. First 16 for Calder. Now at a 3rd NPLW Victoria club. Long ball forwards. Able to get there, Simpson. Sandu. Couldn't keep it in. It didn't matter because it was to play from Bocelli. Good ball. Chance here for Trask. Couldn't make it work inside the box. Grover back there for the Royals. Helps it on. Smartly played by Koizumi. Comes unstuck for Essendon though. Todorova. And Eric over towards the right hand side and able to get it under a spell. Chiara Bocelli. Ticking towards the final 15. The Essendon Royals looking to start their campaign as they mean to go on, and right now they're on track to do exactly that. Box Hill did find 2 goals in the final 15 against Essendon here last year. The only problem was The Royals found a goal in second half stoppage time to take a point. Peel offside. Koizumi. It's back for Smith, who tries the expansive ball. It's going to work for Bronte Peel, this time is onside. Tries to roll their marker, and having absolutely none of it was Amelia Tartaglia. Thought she'd done enough for a goal kick. It's a corner instead. Corner here for Kazumi. Spent time with the Bayside Argonauts in the second tier last year. Back in the top flight. Sends that one into the middle. Glanced on by McGrawty. Clearing the penalty area. It's Maneric. It will have to play though for a Royals ball in. Time starting to ebb away from a Box Hill point of view. And there is a concern here. The referee heads over to check on Zara Board of the Essendon Royals. Only played one game of the season last year. Did Ava Walters, who's the backup goalkeeper today for the Essendon Royals. Came on at half-time in a 3-2 loss against Heidelberg last year. Formerly played for Heidelberg back in 2023, and then Bayside United in 2022, who are of course now the Bentley Greens. Can Box Hill make use of this stoppage in play? Doesn't look as though Ava Walters is going to be needed here. Play to restart with a Royals throw. There's alteration in personnel coming here. It will be Alessia Bresciano who will take on responsibility here to replace the previously substituted on Kendra Smith. Bresciano The daughter of former Socceroo Mark, played over 80 times for his national team, including in the 2015 Asian Cup triumph. Bresciano bloodline going on again. Grober knowing how to play. Langley sees that one out to play. Grossi overhit that. Bresciano off the back of 15 appearances last year, Alessia, for the Royals. Former junior at Templestowe United, also spent time with the Eltham Redbacks. That one's fizzed forward. McGrawty keeping hold of it and did lose it. It's Paliwoda. Back for board. Grover leaves that. Bit eager then from Bresciano. Maneric. Back to board as Amy Parkinson is able to make that one work. Chance down the right for Bresciano. Arriving at the back post was Peel. That was under hit to find her. It broke highly for Kelly McGrawty. What an unbelievable find out of the States. Kelly McGrawty's looking right now. It's a brace for the Royals' new star. And it's looking like all 3 points are heading back to Cross Keys. Now that is a good finish. Arrowing low into the corner. She does not need much. Welcome to Victoria. Goodness me, Royals fans are going to like the sight of that. I don't fancy there to be many NPLW Victoria players who've ever had their number retired somewhere. Kelly McGrawty falls into that camp. Scored the most goals in the history of the Eastern Regional High School program. Has her number retired there. Don't think she'll get the same treatment here in Australia, but if she can keep finding the back of the net, I'm not sure she'll mind too much. An early pace setter in the Golden Boot race, perhaps. And now everything from here has got to go right for Box Hill. We'll have 5.5 minutes and stoppages to try and find something. McGrawty's flicked it on. There might be more here for the Royals. It's Bronte Peel who is offside. Oh, there's some chemistry developing here. Trask loses out to Sandu. Well play from Seward, who got the goal scoring going in the first half. Advantage play by the referee as Seward was unfairly dealt with. Going down the right is Langley, sends it in. McGrawsey on a hat-trick, was in the vicinity, spilled by Segev Chichu. Needed a bit of a hand from Murakami. Another change. Here Wilson is on here for Pearlteen, who probably hasn't had the debut in this league that she was hoping for. As set leagues and competitions around the country elsewhere alike, but I have to wait a little while longer in this league to do that. Plenty of talent mine, so I don't think it'll take too long, but she's been withdrawn for Thea Wilson. Here's number 18, off the back of 7 last year for Alamein. Coming into tonight, 18 now in this league. And Sandhu will try and make the best of this. Not got much space in which to work here, the Royals, and they've lost out. Trying to fire that one central was Menerik, who's gone back forward again. Tartaglia. Goes out of play. Mentioned earlier on that Box Hill play 5 of their first 6 here. They will play their only away game in that span next Friday night when they head to Kingston Heath to play against Bentley. The Royals have their first home game of the campaign against Burundara on Sunday. Another free kick here for the Essendon Royals, who are preparing a switch of their own here. Ava Grober will be withdrawn, and there is a season debut here for Olivia Rostevsky. Appearance number 21 through the ranks at Calder. Played 4 times in the top flight last year for the Royals. Scored her only NPLW goal against Calder for the Royals. The season's back. Almost sent it to the box. Segachip able to claim. Menerik. Trask. On towards Menerik, who won't get there. Sandhu's played well again. Someone with the experience of Akisha Sandhu. She's only 26 and playing as well as she is. There's plenty of time for her to be playing in this league. She'll surpass Steph Galea's record for the most appearances in the not too distant future. And then some, I'd reckon. Had a super game. Scored here while playing for Alamein back in 2019. Made a PLWW back in 2016. Up to 10 years ago now for the team then known as FV Emerging, now the FV Academy, of course, where she spent a fair bit of time. Trask. Can't latch onto that. Sandhu will watch it go. We're about to hear from Jordan Spezza, who will tell us how many minutes we're getting on the end of this in terms of added time. Only 3 minutes, which is a number that those affiliated with the Royals will very much like. It'd be the most improbable of comebacks if Box Hill can find 2 from here. Reckon you've almost got a higher chance of winning the lottery. Free kick. Here for the Royals, who will go into that clash against Burundara on Sunday on a high. Back of a 4th place finish last year. Would be rather hopeful that they can make something of this season too. Langley's ball in. Segacic to claim. Trash down the line. On towards Rostevsky. McGrawty has 2. Will she look for a 3rd? She will. The radar might have had an early night because that one was a little bit off. It's been in tune for the rest of the night though from Kelly McGrawty. Being the bane of plenty of Victorian backlines for this season coming. Peel off after it. Forward from Paliwada. By Jurcic. There might be time for a 4th here. Rostevsky down the left. McGrawty making the run to the middle. Rostevsky going alone. Well, stopped by Murakami. No foul there. Ball fizzed in. Prodded on goal. Check of the watch there from the referee. France will have too long before the sounds of the whistle fade into the night sky here in Box Hill. And what a start for the Royals! Box Hill might have come into this season with the crown, but goodness me, it's the Royals who have the say tonight. Off the back of a double from their new number 9. Kelly McGrawty stealing the headlines here at Wembley Park with a really well-crafted brace. And 3 goals for the Royals means 3 points tonight, and they have started this new Senol NPLW Victoria campaign off to a flyer. Bella Stewart's got the scoring going for Box Hill. A clever finish. After McGrawty set her up, it went in off the post. Sydney Monerick was the first American to score in this league season, firing into the bottom corner to restore parity for Box Hill. And then it was the McGrawty show. A double, really well taken double in the second half to ensure that the Royals will leave Box Hill tonight with all 3 points. Full time from Wembley Park. The first game of the season in the NPLW Victoria is run and done. It is finished. Box Hill United 1, the Essendon Royals 3. And for myself, Oliver Walker-Peel from the team up here in the Wembley Park grandstand, it has been an honour and a privilege to bring this one to you. Take care, stay safe, stay warm, enjoy the rest of this season. It's going to be an absolute cracker. You can watch every game of the Senol NPL Men's and NPL Women's Victoria competitions live on the YouTube channel of NPL Victoria. You've got to be here all year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Take care, stay safe, and goodbye for now.